boy raised the axe in his hand, ready to deal with the tiger in the water. But when he saw the tiger bobbing in the waves, its eyes no longer showing ferocity, but rather the exhaustion and helplessness of a trapped animal, he hesitated. Finally, the boy slowly lowered the axe. He decided not to end another life this way. He would save this beast, but only if he could ensure his own absolute safety. As night fell, the boy finally came up with a detailed plan. He carefully pushed the raft back into the water, securing it to the boat with rope, then lowered a makeshift ladder from the side. Before the tiger could realize his intentions and start swimming desperately toward the ladder, the boy leaped with all his might, landing steadily on the raft. When the exhausted tiger finally climbed aboard the boat, this silent standoff came to an end. One morning, just as the boy was counting his dwindling supplies and nearly falling into despair, a huge fish unexpectedly fell into his net. Overjoyed, he pulled the net tight with all his strength, then grabbed the axe and brought it down hard on the thrashing creature. Watching the fish slowly stop struggling in his hands and lose its spark of life, tears finally burst from the boy's eyes. This was the first time in his life he had taken a life with his own hands. To survive, he shared part of the fish with the tiger. In that moment, they were no longer hunter and prey, but companions, sharing the fruits of survival. Thanks to this gift from the ocean, they miraculously held on for another month. And so, after enduring a total of 227 days of hardship at sea, their battered little boat finally reached the coast of Mexico. The long drift had drained all the boy's strength. He collapsed weakly on the golden beach. The tiger, after jumping off the boat, walked toward the jungle without looking back. At the edge of the jungle, it paused for a moment. The boy used his last bit of strength to watch its retreating figure hopefully. He thought this fierce tiger would at least turn back to look at him once, to put a proper ending to their unimaginable journey together, but no. This companion who had fought alongside him disappeared forever into that jungle. Fortunately, the boy was soon discovered and rescued by nearby villagers. But the moment he was saved, he broke down crying like a child. This wasn't tears of joy from being rescued. During those isolated days of struggling to survive, he had come to see the tiger as his spiritual companion, and now it had left so heartlessly, not even willing to give him one last farewell glance. This left him feeling utterly abandoned and alone. Those 227 days adrift at sea, the tiger had been both a threat to the boy's survival and his most special companion in loneliness. This cross-species companionship had sustained him through despair, only to end with a wordless goodbye. At the finish line, what do you think? Didn't the tiger look back in the end? Leave your answer in the comments below.